Tennessee Titans, 22. Arizona Cardinals, 21. Titans, with their first win, moving to 1-4. Cardinals move to 2-3. One of the wildest bad beats, one of the wildest finishes in the NFL in many years. But the Titans get their first win after a comedy of errors that were mostly the Cardinals' fault.
Yeah.
Actually, all the Cardinals' fault. There were 3 ridiculous things that the Cardinals, not the Titans, did to help the Titans win. And then the Titans, they made some plays at the end. Beautiful Cam Ward pass to Calvin Ridley in the game-winning drive. But, man, the Cardinals blew this one badly.
Utterly ridiculous result. Like, the Cardinals had this game completely in hand. They were so much the better team. And then a bunch of weird stuff happened to send the game in the opposite direction. Like, okay, let's start with the DeMarcado play because that started the rot, I guess. He did the thing where you drop the ball over the goal line, only this one was slightly different. So we've had 2 of these this year. First one was A.D. Mitchell having a new wrinkle on the dropping a thing, where he didn't actually drop it before the goal line. He simply tried to change hands to celebrate and lost the handle on the football and achieved the same thing. DeMarcado didn't, I don't think he dropped it before the goal line. He did, however, sort of launch it forwards as he was crossing the goal line, and they just decided that was the same thing. Look.
I thought they were going to let it stand as a touchdown.
First and foremost, it is inexcusably stupid. I do not understand. I will never understand the instinct to drop the ball before you cross the goal line. It makes no sense to me. I have scored touchdowns in the past, and it never even occurred to me that, like, just as I'm close to the goal line is the time to throw the ball away or lose the ball or drop the thing or whatever. It's like, hold on, I don't get it. I don't understand it. And yet it appears to be a powerful instinct for a lot of players because it keeps happening over and over again. I do think, though, so, like, I don't know what the punishment should be for DeMarcado, but that's inexcusable. It's incredibly stupid.
Punishment's you lose a touchdown.
Look, I don't like fining players as a general concept. I hate that the NFL does, like, discipline by fining players after the fact. If DeMarcado lost his game check for this game because the Cardinals decided that was so dumb, you don't deserve to be paid today, I think that's fine.
No.
It's that dumb. It's that stupid. If he was cut off the back of that, I think that would be acceptable as well.
More teams need to implement my strategy of you run through the back line. You run all the way. You have to run 10 extra yards every time you score.
Or the Barry Sanders thing. Like, just hand the damn ball to the official. Like, I don't understand what you're doing. Anyway, so there's almost no, like, you want to fine him, you want to cut him, whatever you want to do, I think it's perfectly acceptable. It's that stupid at this point. I do, however, think that they got screwed and that touchdown should have stood. I don't think he dropped the ball before he broke the plane of the goal line. And I was kind of amazed that they didn't just call it the other way. They overturned it. Like, it was called a touchdown. And then the replay looked at it and was like, no, actually, we're going to overrule that. I honestly can't really square how you come to that conclusion by watching the tape. Like, the ball, in my opinion, is still fairly clearly in his hand as it's breaking the plane of the goal line before he flicks it forward out of control. I don't really see how you conclude that he's lost control of the ball. Because remember, this isn't the same as a fumble where, like, essentially the second it moves in his hand is he's lost control because it's on the way out. Like, he's throwing it. He is launching the ball himself. So you have control over that longer than if you're just dropping the ball.
I mean, they're going to slow it down when it leaves your hand, but I'm with you.
They're doing it, but you can't. Like, it leaves his hand. It's way over the goal line. What they're saying is the second it's moving in his hand, he's lost control, which is just not true.
Oh, no, that's not right at all. It should have been a touchdown.
Yes.
And it was 21-6.
Yes, game is done.
Point.
It's over if he scores.
It would have been 28-6.
Yeah, it's game.
If they just called that if that was just a touchdown.
Right.
So that's the first thing. So it's still 21-6. It's still
so this is one where it's like
an almost insurmountable comeback here for the Titans in the fourth quarter.
That is complete self-sabotage. Like, that is an Arizona mistake. It is an act of self-destruction, and yet it's also getting screwed by the officials, in my opinion.
Hey guys, real quick, only 40% of our viewers are actually subscribed, so let's change that. Hit that subscribe button, and now let's get back to the action. Yes, so both things are true. And, to preface once again, we both detest dropping the ball at the goal line. Don't want to reward that thing.
Agreed.
Would love to make a point. Be like, you don't deserve a touchdown because you even thought to drop it. But theoretically, he still probably had control of it across the goal line. So then the Titans come down. They do score a touchdown. They had moved the ball horrendously the entire game. They do score a touchdown to make it 21-12. So as a team that was down 15 points, you need an 8 and a 7, and we always suggest going for 2 early, and so that because if you don't get it, you're down 9, changes the game flow, changes your pace, changes everything. Well, Brian Callahan decides he's going to kick the extra point first. We'll save the 2-point conversion for later, and they miss the extra point by about a mile. And so it's 21-12 still. And I know hindsight, of course, is 20/20, but man, you should have gone for 2. Doesn't really matter. So it's 21-12. So then, Titans are driving. They got a chance to get back in this, maybe score a touchdown, get within a score, and Cam Ward throws an interception to the Rabbit.
The Rabbit.
Must be over. Titans, with 4:53 left on a 3rd and 2, must be game over. Instead, the Rabbit, trips over himself, drops the ball.
No, he just he catches it, takes 3 steps, and
Couple tumbles.
Yeah, 3 steps and then tumbles to the floor, and in the process of tumbling to the floor, simply loses the ball.
Ball bounces into the end zone.
Ricochets off multiple Cardinals defenders first. So ball's on the floor. Oh no, panic! And then a bunch of Cardinals converge on it. Somebody kicks it. They can't get hold of it. It bounces its way into the end zone. It's like the fumble Rooskies. Oh no, look, it's going towards the end zone. Only they weren't doing it deliberately. It was just bouncing off everybody going towards the end zone. And because it was the fumble Rooski, you can't do that as an offensive player anymore to specifically stop that. So it only results in a touchdown because it's the Cardinals knocking it into the end zone. If the Titans had knocked it in, it wouldn't have counted.
It's so Tyler Lockett jumps on it in the end zone.
Yeah. The most
contact-averse player in the league.
Contact-averse player in the game decides he can dive into this pile and recover the ball.
So touchdown Titans. Then they kick the extra point because you're supposed to then to make it 21-19. And it's still probably improbable here that the Titans are going to win this game because all the Cardinals have to do is, pick up a first down or 2, which they can't do. And then Cam Ward, you got to see a little Cam Ward 2-minute drill, game-winning drive. And for the first time, the Titans show a little life on offense. Cam Ward with a beautiful deep ball to Calvin Ridley. And they set up the game-winning field goal with 3 seconds left to win it 22-21. The most improbable. Can we get the win probability chart? Tells a great story. We see these all the time, but if you're on YouTube, you could see it. And also next-gen stats. The Titans' win probability was as low as 1.8% in their comeback win.
That's pretty low.
But it was the average win probability of 12%. So it's just the entire course of this game, they had such little opportunity.
Which is the second lowest in the NGS era.
Since 2016, yeah.
Which is what it felt like.
Right.
The Titans have no chance of winning this game for basically the entire game.
This win probability chart has the Titans, because the Titans already came in as heavy underdogs.
Right.
And
they get down early.
Then they're down 21-3.
They're getting beat on.
21-6. And well into the fourth quarter, it's 21-12. And then all of a sudden, bounce back up. But it's the average win probability of 12% that I think tells the story. Where
really
this whole game, it's of course the Cardinals are going to win this. And because my kids kind of like the Titans, and they're like, "Oh, the Titans." I'm like, "Listen, kids,
don't worry about it.
Titans probably aren't going to win this game." Then I'd call them, "Hey, kids, come back! They're kicking a game-winning field goal."
It's happening.
So
this game had 3 of the most ridiculous plays for the Cardinals. There was the 2 that we've talked about.
Oh, the other,
the DiMercato dropping the ball before the end zone thing, even though he didn't. The ridiculous touchdown at the end.
And this is what kicked off the comeback.
Yeah, and then there was a play where they just snap the ball early and turn it over. So the right guard stands up and is changing something in terms of protection at the line. Kyler Murray is looking somewhere else, and the ball just smacks him in the side of the face. They just snapped the ball, clang right off Kyler Murray's helmet, and a Titans pass rusher just rounds the right tackle and scoops up the ball. Turnover. Turnovers are massively important parts of the game. So those are 3 monstrously high leverage plays, all of which went against Arizona, all of which were spectacular instances of shooting themselves in the foot. And then there's also, various other small comedy plays that happen in the course of any Kyler Murray game. There was one, he got done for intentional grounding on this, right? But he just ran in a circle twice before throwing the ball away. Kyler, has a creative relationship with the pocket at the best of times, but he's under pressure.
Well said.
Starts to run in a circle, and then I think was like, I can get out the backside, and then realized the backside was cut off as well. So
threw the cell phone.
He just ran in a circle again, and then in like midway around the second loop, just like backhand throws the ball to nowhere and is done for intentional grounding. I mean, look, you got to live with those plays if you've got Kyler Murray as your quarterback, but the other three, it's like
instead of scampering around with your cell phone, he just threw it to no one.
yeah.
And they're just killing our narrative of, hey, Marvin Harrison Jr. is back.
Well, that might be fixed. That's like the one thing that might be going right is that Marvin Harrison goes and mosses a guy. They had a back-shoulder connection, which might be the first one they've ever had together. Marvin Harrison and Kyler Murray might actually be on the same page now. Only it won't matter if they find 3 of the most ridiculous plays in NFL history to ruin every single week.
Now that I think of it, so Harrison ends up 4 catches for 98 yards, almost had a touchdown. That one where he's bossing defenders he landed right at the 1, set up a 1-yard touchdown run. Do the Cardinals have the same problem that the Eagles have, where their offense is just non-existent for stretches of the game? Because it was the inverse last week or 2 weeks ago against the Rams. I mean, Seahawks on Thursday Night Football, where they did nothing until the fourth quarter, and then in this game, they're up 21-6, and then we've got the comedy of errors and everything. But they seem to go into these stretches as well. Same thing with the Panthers game back in week 2. They were up 2 or 3 scores and let the Panthers have a game-winning drive opportunity.
Yeah,
I do feel like the Arizona offense
it's definitely inconsistent, but like we would feel so much bit different about this game if they give DeMarcado that touchdown and it's 28.
No, I know, that's true.
28,
that's
and
true.
They've got it in control, and maybe they scored another drive, and suddenly we're not even it's not even a discussion. It's just the Cardinals look good, Titans stink, Marvin Harrison's fixed, like everything's good. Instead, it's this litany of like joke plays, and you're like, what is this?
Whatever week it was last year, pull up the archive. Like we sat there and explained why you don't drop the ball in front of the end zone. It was Jonathan Taylor last year, who seemingly has learned.
And that was a legitimate, like, he dropped the ball before the end zone celebrating.
Yeah.
Like, that was slightly different to this, albeit in the same vein.
But this is the second straight week. You could argue that A.D. Mitchell's mistake cost the Colts the game.
Yeah.
At least a tie. And this cost Arizona the game.
Yep.
Just don't do it. Like, you guys work too hard, NFL players. You work too hard. Training camp and all the time and work that you do to be good at football, to drop the football before you get to the painted area.
It's the one thing where I genuinely don't understand the instinct. Like, there's other things that pop up every now and again that are like consistent mistakes that I at least understand why people do them. I don't understand why people do this. I don't get it. It's never, like, again, I've scored touchdowns like that. It's never occurred to me why I might drop the ball before I get there. Like, I might just throw it away the instant I'm in the end zone, the ball's gone out of my hand. Like, no, I do not understand. But it comes up so often that it's clearly a powerful instinctive urge somewhere deep in a guy's soul to just fling the ball away the second you cross that goal line.
Deep in a guy's soul, he just wants to drop the ball before the goal line. I don't know. I haven't scored many touchdowns in my life, so I'd
certainly not long range ones.
Oh, disagree. Championship game.
Yeah.
04 flag football.
Of course.
3-3, whatever it was. It was a tie game. 50-yard touchdown on 4th down. I ran away from the entire defense. Ran away from everyone. And then they put me at quarterback earlier in the year. I think I had like a 60-yard touchdown run.
And did you throw the ball away the second you crossed the goal line?
No, I ran all the way through.
Right.
Handed the ball to the ref. No, I got a little emotional during flag football. I probably did some sort of crazy spike or something. But I definitely ran over the painted area. But this is the
thing, right? Like, I
go spike it.
I've spiked the ball. And the urge to me is to do something with the ball, not to throw it away. Like, I don't understand that. It's a complete, to me, the urge is I have this football that I've just scored with. Am I spiking it? Am I like volleying it into the crowd? I'm doing something with the ball, right? It's not, this thing was just an inconvenience along the way to celebrate as me.
Take care of the ball.
Me, the human.
Take care of the
Get rid of this thing. I don't need it anymore. I've scored.
The Duke.
It's strange to me. I do not understand it as an impulse. And yet it keeps coming back.
All right, I got no more use for this game, but what a wild game it is.
Thanks for watching all the way to the end of the video.
Check the Mic is live every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, so be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a thing.
And the all-knowing algorithm is convinced you'll also like these videos. And who are we to argue?